So here I am in the jungle of Peru, pretty close to Tarapoto, about an hour away from it. Last night I took ayahuasca and had an experience where I connected to something. During ceremonies, um, I often like to sit in a posture, which is this. So I find it very grounding and relaxing, especially when I'm on ayahuasca and I'm processing stuff. It's just a very grounding position to be in. This is something I do most ceremonies, and as I was doing this ceremony with my head connected to the ground, I started to feel an energy coming out of my forehead, like I was starting to connect with the energy of the earth or something. Something out there. I don't necessarily know what it was, but that's when I started having visions, and I started to see, I guess, this energy that I was connecting to, which was quite powerful as well. So it was a pretty prominent sensation. It wasn't something that's just like, oh, I could have been imagining that. It was quite a powerful sensation, like connecting to my forehead. I started having these visions of almost like these stone people, except like they weren't made out of stone or anything. They were pretty much regular people, but their civilization was sort of like very earthy. And yeah, I started to see that these people were worshipping this energy, and they were all in this posture as well, just connecting their head to the ground and connecting to this particular energy and absorbing information from it, from this, again, energy or deity or whatever it is, something out there that they're connecting to. So there's essentially this whole civilization that's connecting to this particular type of energy that is powerful, and receiving information and powers and abilities and different things from it. I had like visions of Easter Island as well, so I was seeing like the head figures, which sort of represented the people in these societies. They had a particular characteristics to them, so they had pretty prominent features on their face. None of them really had hair. They all seemed to be bald, and they had quite big foreheads. Their eyes were quite small, and it's a very specific sort of look or character or persona, however you want to put it. I received this message that the people on Easter Island were practicing the same religion or connecting to the same energy, which, who knows, may have had something to do with their demise, because there's a pretty different energy. I didn't really know how to feel about it. I also saw the dark side of this energy, so I had a vision of all of these almost like stoned out people who are, I guess, souped up of this energy, and they're quite malnourished and just shady. So I saw that when people are abusing this energy, or they're using it in the wrong way, or connecting to it in the wrong way for some reason, it tends to have consequences or negative effects, and people get hooked on it, or they get it's not good for them in some sort of way. It starts depleting them or taken away from them, and they're pretty much left as husks. So I had a couple of these people sort of just looking at me, and I was observing them, and they definitely didn't seem to be in good shape or anything. But it's interesting because I saw the duality of this energy, that some of these people or some of these civilizations or whatever use it in a way that they receive a lot of information and power, and they might feel like gods or something, because again, it's quite a strong energy. I only tapped into a little bit of it, but it was strong enough from what I felt. I felt like I was almost being called into it more, and it's saying, oh, you can come in. But I didn't really know how to feel about it, because I didn't know if it was good or bad or what was going on exactly. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to stay here and observe a little bit, but I'm not going to go into this any further than I am into it, just because I don't know what I'm dealing with necessarily. I don't have enough information on it. So yeah, I sort of declined, and that's when it cut off, and I sort of came back. And yeah, after that, like, I continued to sit in that position because it's a comfortable position to be in. I like it, but yeah, no connection whatsoever. Just head on the ground, felt normal. So yeah, I don't know necessarily what all that was telling me or what all of that meant. But to sum up, I do feel like I was connecting to some sort of civilization or energy that perhaps a civilization is built around, in particular Easter Island. From working with these medicines and, following these shamanic traditions, is that there are a lot of different energies and deities and things that we can connect to out there, and there's so many of them as well. The depth of just this world and our ability to connect to different things and receive information and abilities and all sorts of things, is quite profound. There's a lot of things out there. I'm continuously connecting to different things. So if this makes any sense to you, and perhaps you have some information about this or what I connected to, or you have as well, yeah, please leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I want to learn about what exactly I was connecting to, and yeah, just to have a broader understanding of it, because I don't know if it will happen again or not. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up this video here. That's about everything that I wanted to say. So thanks for listening to this. Maybe it's just a wild story for you. Maybe none of this resonates. Otherwise, maybe it does strike some sort of bell and sound familiar to you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day and take care of yourself.